Hey there everyone, it's Justin here with the Cooking Dojo. So, I know I said that I was going to do a video on character design and when does it go too far. That video is still coming. I just, no, like I was doing the unedited vlogs, but this one I actually do want to edit because this to me is a very important topic that to me needs some editing in it. So until then, I'm going to make another video for you guys. I'm going to show off a little idea I developed about 7 or 8 years ago, give or take. Started in 2007, so do the math. So about 9 years ago. So anyway, I'm going to share that. Before we begin, just a couple announcements I want to make. So I know I said I was going to do the Charmander entrees, and then I was going to start filming for videos in September. Well, I'm not going to lie, because it's been so long, I think I've kind of lost interest in doing the Charmander entree. That doesn't mean that I'm never going to do it. It just means for the time being that I'm not going to do it. But I would like to do it sometime in the future. And you know something, I will not do a video if I'm not interested, because how I feel towards it is definitely going to reflect in the video. So starting Thursday, I'm going to start pre-recording the videos for September. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start showing you the art project that I came up with 9 years ago. So I'll start here. So in case you're wondering what this is a coin box. You got the little slot here. Okay, so maybe this project's a little older than I thought, because I made this box my junior year of high school in shop class. So I made a coin box. I put some plexiglass up front so you could see the money as you add it in. But, you know, I didn't want just a box. So I decided to make it fun. I decided to make it into a game. This one, as you can tell, is playing card themed. And then I decided to put a meter in there. So as you add money in there, you level up. So like, you know, here's in the red is the very bottom. And then busted, roll again, full of a kind, full house, straight royal flush. So that's the first one I did. Now let me move on to some other ones that I did. Alright, I don't have all of my boxes unpacked yet. Just due to moving recently. So anyway, I continued to play around with the level up system. So I made one for the Kanto region of Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, and Green. So here you have all 8 badges. So as you add coins, you get your badges. Bulbasaur, and I chose a red background because Trainer Red had him. And I had Squirtle blue because in the Japanese version of the manga, the girl's name was Blue, so she had Squirtle. And same here. Charmander, Trainer Green had him. If you're wondering why I had receipts here, I was just kind of curious as to how they compared with when I cashed them in at the Coinstar. So, like, here you go. Like, that one got $123. And with this one, I put the trainers on there. Put, you know, green, red, and blue. Same thing. So this one, oh, and this one's based on the Elite Four. Then I put green/blue on there because, you know, if you're playing the game in Japan, you know, his name was Green, but international versions he was blue. If I was to change anything about this one, I would have liked to have put a portrait of the trainers next to each one, but I do not have the skill to draw in that short a space. And with that, yeah, just with a limited space. So, same thing, well, actually before we do that, let me first show you this one. It's based on gold and silver. So you have your badges. Totodile for silver. Chikorita for crystal, and Cyndaquil for gold. Now it might be a little hard to, oh, okay, maybe not. Because of the way the cartridge looks in the international versions, I spray painted these with glitter after I painted them all. I paint them with acrylic paint, and then I go over it with polyurethane to give it a shine. So then I did Ruby and Sapphire, Torchic, Trico. Although he's really hard to see here. I tried to make him not blend in as much with the emerald background as possible. Mudkip. Now this one is actual glass on here. I don't know why. I think it was what Home Depot had available at the time. Oh, and going back to this box, so this one had the least amount. It was 120. I think it was mostly pennies in that one, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's been a while. It's been 8 years according to this. So then I did one for Diamond and Pearl, Chimchar. These badges were hard to really paint because they all had the borders around them like on the game. Turtwig. Now this one I split the colors because I actually painted this box before Platinum was even announced. So, a little history for you guys. And I did some different ones here. I did one based on, let me move this over here to the light. This one I actually did based off of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I really like this one. This one is probably one of my favorites. Got the ocean here, sand, and then the windfish egg with all the instruments that wake him up. And Link here. And Marin. Now for those of you that have played the game, you know that if you find the secret seashells, you know you get the better sword. But instead of saying, but since we're finding coins here, I changed up the quote a little bit. And I did the dialogue box, kind of like how it is in the game. You found a coin. Collect a lot of these and something good is bound to happen. Because something good is bound to happen when you find a bunch of coins. So then I made a Super Mario one. So this one also is really cool. So I did like the bricks down here. And then I tried to do like classic NES Mario. Once again, let's just bring this to the light. So I tried to do the background like classic NES Mario. Like I said, you got the Koopa Kids. The reason I put Bowser so far up at the top is most of the time Bowser's castle is usually a maze and it takes a long time to get through. Yeah, Mario. Of course I did the brick effect. Luigi. Modeled those after their look in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga because I love the artwork in that game and it's one of my favorite Mario games. Now this I've gotten a lot of compliments on and I really like it myself. So it's a question mark. I figured because it's a coin box, makes sense. Now I've never been able to recreate this top part, but how I seem to recall I did it was I cut a mini square out of a sponge, and this was to give it kind of the pixelated effect, and I just did my best to mimic the question mark of the Mario game. Let's move on. No more heroes. So I put all the assassins. I tried to do the border like how it is in the game when it shows you your ranking at the end of each mission. So black, and then because you know like it's the space theme, I took the spray glitter. Now, as much as I would have loved to have drawn these characters from the game, I just didn't trust my skill enough. So I just printed out pictures. Which, you know, is fine. I didn't plan on selling these anyway. Although I would like to have made some for friends. And like, see, like that, I could never have drawn in that amount of space. Travis. I tried to make the design around the back like the way Travis's little sweatband looks that he wears. So I did the sequel, kind of the same idea. Let me move over here. All the assassins you fight. Now this one, because it's No More Heroes, I just took some red paint and I just threw it on the box. And same thing, printed out pictures. All the assassins. So yeah, this is one I'd like to fill up too. Well, this one I want to do a little bit different of a design with. So this one is based on Zelda Majora's Mask. I have not put the meters on the back. Well, there's the moon, of course. But you know, it'll be the 4 locations you go to. I'll probably throw in Romani Ranch in there because that was like basically another whole 3-day cycle. Haven't decided yet, but definitely is going to be the 4 giants that you unlock. You got the Majora's Mask. I really like how Link came out, Link and Tattle. And of course I did the box gold because traditionally the Zelda cartridges are usually gold. This one's pretty cool. Now, spoiler, this was at the end of the game. Well, as much as I can spoil a 15-year-old game anyway. So this was a carving Skull Kid did on a tree stump at the end of Majora's Mask. Now, to give it kind of like the carving feeling, because I don't want to carve it, but I had a wood burner. So I just wood burned that image in. It's the 4 giants, the 2 fairies, Tattle and Tail, Link and Skull Kid. Now, because time was of the essence in that game, I'd like to put like a little analog clock there. Somehow like drill a hole, put it right there. Thought that'd be really cool. Before I move on to probably one of the coolest boxes I made, and one that actually has coins in it, I found one more. So I did one based on the Elite Four from Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, it's a little dusty as you can tell. So that's supposed to be Steven. And of course I put Steven/Wallace in there because, you know, Wallace was the champion in the Emerald version. Once again, I would really have loved to put a portrait of the characters in there, but whatever. And a little portrait of Ruby. And of course one of Sapphire. And one more. This one I actually think looks a lot better. This one is based on the frontier region of Emerald. I just gotta detail the little medallions in here. You have Ruby, like I said, I really like how that came out. Of course, the whole box is Emerald because this was exclusive to the Emerald version. Can't really see her bandana, blends in too much with it, but that's Sapphire. So now I'm going to show you the final box and one of my favorites just because it's really cool. You'll find out. So yes, I know I said the Zelda one was one of my favorites, but this one I think is just really cool because of how it's structured. And this one actually has coins in it, so I can show you how it works. So this one is based off Dragon Ball. Yes, I said Dragon Ball. So this one goes from Dragon Ball all the way to the end of DBZ. So this one isn't like emblems or Dragon Balls or anything like that. I covered all the major fights in the series. Because I was limited on space, I only did major fights. I didn't include training sessions or filler. So, like, here we go. So you see the coins are in there. So the first meter in there was Goku versus Yamcha. Because that was like the first, like, I guess, major fight in the series. And then, of course, as you see, I'm up to Goku versus Yamcha second fight. Here we go. I'm to all the major fights in the series. This is actually 4 boxes, so let me go up to the second half. So yeah, sometimes the coins tend to get trapped down on the other layers when I add them in. But I'm pretty sure that if all the coins are just dropped to the bottom, pretty sure it would probably be to about the third level in there. I know I probably should have like just cut the top off here of each one, but hey, it's whatever. It works. Oh yeah, you can tell my handprint when I was trying to put the glass on. Alrighty, here's the DBZ stuff. Yeah, let's see. I really love how Shenron came out, and actually I kind of wish he wasn't covered up by all that writing, but you can tell it's Shenron. Originally I wanted to draw Paronga up here, but I decided with the 7 Dragon Balls instead. And originally, I have a box based on Dragon Ball GT. Same thing, major fights in the series. That one was supposed to go at the very top of the DBZ box, and actually originally I did glue it on there, but it fell off, and I'm actually glad that it did come off, because when I made this, of course, there was no talk about Dragon Ball Super. So I can just keep the GT one separate and the Super one separate. So the Goku's like major forms in GT. Got Super Saiyan 4 about to form Kamehameha. Hands are always like the worst thing to draw. I never like how I draw hands, so I always prefer to draw them close. And you have Kid Goku going Super Saiyan. And Pan. Now what I would like to do up top is maybe add like some landscape here, and then put like a figurine, like of maybe like Super Saiyan 4 Goku up here. So got Bulma on this side of the box. And Chi-Chi, one of the little practice drawing women. So I just did a Dragon Ball version from the final arc. And Gohan powering up to fight Frieza. I always thought Namek Saga Gohan was my favorite, so I wanted to draw him on there. And then at the very top, Super Saiyan 4. I apologize about the glare. I don't know if it's going to help at all. Putting my hand over. It's supposed to be Super Saiyan Vegeta. So naturally on the other side I had to put Super Saiyan Goku. Yeah, I didn't tell. I mean, I feel like my art has come a long way. I still don't draw. Sorry for the lighting. There we go. So Goku and Vegeta, like they were gonna face off like when they first fought on Earth. Alright, we move down. Piccolo and Goku fighting in the World Martial Arts Tournament. I wanted some practice drawing action scenes and, you know, different angles. And then Kid Goku, I believe that one was like right before he was about to fight Drum. So those are my coin boxes. Hope you liked them. Let me know what you think of my idea. I think they're a lot of fun. Like I said, it makes saving money kind of fun too. And I do plan to make more. I like I said, I really enjoy making these. So anyway, comment below what you think and which one you think I should make next. Alright, take care everyone.